Well, today for you folks, I'm going to tell you some top things to do in Universal Studios. Now, I I put a thing up on Facebook to where I wanted to get people to ask me some questions, and that didn't go too well. People was like, "I want to go, me too. Oh, I want to go." Well, who doesn't? So, what I decided to do is to do just some top, like if you go to Universal Studios, I'm going to tell you some insider things of things that you really, really, really need to do. They're not like top 10, but just some top pointers. And then like next week I'll do like the top 10, like or top, I should say not top 10, but top dining experiences you should do. And then after that, the top rides as well. Things like that. So let's get to it. Let me look at my notes. Okay, one, when you first walk into Universal Studios, you walk through City Walk. Okay, and when you go through City Walk, like during the day, you can tell that it's, shops and this and that, but you're so excited about going to Universal Studios and Isles of Adventure that, well, you just kind of, I don't know, you look, but you don't look, per se. That's why I tell people, if you're going to do the City Walk experience, when you first go at night, like go to the parks and stuff during the day, go back to your room, rest for a little while, get a shower, and rest up, go out to eat, and then go to City Walk at night. Because when it's at nighttime, it is totally, totally different. It is well worth it. And plus, like the little ones, they're not around, and grandparents, and things of that nature. They're in the hotel room resting, but it's fun. Like there's just, I mean, literally, you could spend hours just going to the clubs and shops and that kind of thing. Now, another top tip that I got that you need to do is when you're inside Universal Studios or Islands of Adventure, visit the candy shops. Now, what I mean by this is, like, you're in Zeus Landing, right, and you go into a candy shop. They have different types of, like, Rice Krispie treats and, like, different types of lollipops and things like that, versus, like, Jurassic Park or, you know, even Harry Potter. I mean, it's way different. There's just, even you don't have to go in there and get one of everything. You'll turn into a damn diabetic. But just go in and look at it. I mean, because you may see something that you may want to get as a gift, or but that's just something that I would highly suggest. Go into each and every one of the candy shops because they're so different and so much variety. It's really good. Now, another thing that it's really a must is going to Springfield, and that's the Simpsons area at Universal Studios. Highly well done, very good stuff. I mean, if you've ever watched The Simpsons and you go to Simpsons Land, like it's totally just, it's an experience, and it's really well done. Now, another thing as well that I would say a must do is the animal show. And actually, the animal show is one of the oldest rides or shows or whatever that's still at Universal. And another little tip here, when the show's over with, like the dogs and I don't know, I think the pig as well and other stuff, like the other animals, but they come down to the end, like here's the barrier. But the dogs and stuff will come here and they come here and here, and when you're leaving the area, you can go and pet them and talk to them for a minute and just go on about your way. But it's a neat little extra bit of makes your vacation special, and it's fun. All right, so another thing is Ah, I forgot. Another thing is you got to visit the Harry Potter, both at Isles of Adventure and Universal Studios, both of them. Well done, very detailed. I mean, like I'm going for a good while, and even when I go to this day, I find things that I didn't notice, you know, and like another, we're done with that, but like over at Universal, no, yeah, Universal, they have Diagon's Alley. That's the new, park area that they opened up. Very well done. I mean, like it's extremely detailed. Like you can buy this little map or look for a map. First, you got to get a wand, right? And once you get a wand, you need to go get a map because you'll see like these little emblems that are hanging up. And when they're hanging, you see that stone emblem. You can take your wand and say the magic, like wave it and say the magic word, and like water will spout out, or water will start coming down from a mysterious place, or the lights will flicker. It's really entertaining. Kids, I mean, it's great to watch. Just sit back and watch the kids. I mean, because they have a lot of fun. Now, speaking of Harry Potter, too, they have that train ride, which basically is a transporting from Isles of Adventure to Universal, and it transports you from one spot to the other, one park to the other park. Very well worth it. And what a lot of people don't know is like when you take it one way, it's one story. But then when you take it from here to over here, it's a whole nother story. So it's like two different stories. But it's very well worth the wait to me. I mean, because everything is so detailed and it's great. I mean, it's like, my gosh, I've seen this on the movies, and you feel like you're living it almost. So now that, we got that, another thing is over in Isles of Adventure, they have the water ride, the falls, the Ricksall Falls, but where there's a bridge, like right here, and this is when people are riding the ride, will come down and go under the bridge, and as you come out on the other end, on the bridge here, there's these quarter machines, and you can put a quarter in and see which number matches up to the water cannon. So you can, bring $2, if that, or $1, and put a quarter in. When they drive by, when they go by your cannon, you can squirt them. Oh my gosh, and the water in that cannon is actually extra cold. So it makes people scream, it's really great. It's very fun. It'll make you create great memories. Great fun. Now, another thing that I would say as well, if you're going to Universal and Isles of Adventure, mainly Universal Studios too, this is where, look for the characters. Like, sometimes they'll have Marilyn Monroe, they'll have Lucille Ball, they'll have Scooby-Doo and Shaggy, and they'll have a couple others, like Simpsons will be there, the Minions. I mean, all kinds of, characters, but the ones that are dressed up, like in the outfit, when you come up to them, they'll actually speak to you in their accent, and it's like they make it feel like you're actually speaking like to Marilyn Monroe, no matter how nutty that may sound, but it's like, my gosh, or Lucille Ball, like, last time I saw Lucille Ball, I got her to say, I think it was that vitamin thing or whatever, and, she did that, and I was like, oh my gosh, wow, this is great. And so that's something that makes your vacation just a little more extra special and fun, and you can take pictures with them. They don't care. And another thing too is a must do, especially if you have kids there, is go see the parade they have during the day. That is really good. I mean, it's not like Disney's electrical parade. I mean, because like Disney is more theatrical, and I don't know. I mean, it's great, but it's just a different little flavor. I don't know if it's because it's different characters or what, but it's well worth it. Even as an adult, I'll watch it and get a kick out of it and think it's great. So that's something to check out as well as the parade. Um, and this is something else that, like, you need to relax on your vacation. You need to kind of well, sit and people watch, or sit and just talk to people, or introduce yourself, because they're there for the same reason you are, to relax and just have a great time. So just sit down, people watch, grab some coffee, grab a pastry, donut, some kind of wonderful sugar that I was telling you to look at that was at the candy shops. Sit there and munch on it and people watch and just see what you can see. And I mean, yeah, it's really, sometimes if you people watch on vacation and relax, well worth it. Really, that's about it. I'm probably going to do my next show on tips for Halloween Horror Night. I hadn't heard any new news yet on that. They're still very tight-lipped about it. But I'm going to give you some insider little tips and things about what I've learned throughout the years. And I'm also going to be doing, like I said, things about, places to eat, my top rides that I think that you should do, and stuff like that. All right, so, I don't know if I said it before, but good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. I don't know what time it is you're watching this or where you're at in the world, but thank you for watching. And I will now officially say goodbye, and I will see you next time that I see you. And subscribe. Oh yeah, subscribe to the channel, and would be great. All right. See you when I see you next time. Bye.